Hey guys, very good morning. This is me Abhilasha, your favorite VRC educator, and I'm back again with one more episode of your favorite Hindu reading comprehension. Remember to use CAT Live to unlock all our free classes and subscribe to our Plus and Iconic courses and get a 10% off on top of your subscription fee. Remember to connect with me on Unacademy using Abhilasha_S and on Telegram using AbhiCat. Do enroll in these lovely new batches which we are starting throughout the month. Plus subscription is available for MBA aspirants 6 months, 12 months, 18 months and 24 months, and use AbhiCat Live and get 10% off on top of that. Iconic subscription is available for 6 months, 12 months and 24 months, where you get live mentoring for MBA aspirants on top of all the benefits of Plus. So that means one-to-one live doubts, one-to-one live concepts and one-to-one live mentorship also. Take your CAT and OMET exam preparation to the next level with the all-new Iconic subscription. There are so many extra LMPs that you will be getting. Exciting offer for CAT and OMET aspirants, 2 months free on 12-month subscription, 2 months free on 24-month subscription. So start early and stay ahead. Comprehensive evaluation for ZAT is available, guys. So the first test has happened on 5th. Today is the second test. Then 19th and 26th are 2 more free tests, guys. You can write these tests by using AbhiCat Live to unlock these. And also, guys, at 4 p.m. Today we will have the analysis for VARC. So do make sure you're joining in for the VARC analysis at 4 p.m. Also, the Ask a Doubt feature is this lovely new feature that is available on Android and iOS. How do you benefit? You raise a query or a doubt, get instant solution to lakhs of questions, high quality ones in English and Hindi. If the question is unique, you will get a detailed video solution, and CAT solutions are also available. Good morning, Dishani. Good morning, Tushar. All right, let's get started. There are lots of lovely words in this passage. So let's quickly first understand them and then we will get on with the passage. So crucial, of course, is very, very important, relevant. Fuel for means something that causes something to start. So it is like the starter or accelerator. Mythical, of course, is related to myths or stories. Rigved is one of the 4 Veds that Hindus follow. So Rigved is an ancient text. Pinpoint, of course, is to mark specifically. Flourished, grew, unabashedly, yes, shamelessly. Further afield means very far away. Naive is gullible. Agenda is a plan. Nod at is to attack or to actually bite at something. That is nod. Gnawing is something that rats do. तो धीमे धीमे काटते रहते हैं. So to bite slowly, right? That's called gnawing. Collaborated, of course, means to work together. Generally, here it was used in the sense of plotting. So I've written plotted. So working together. Let me write that also. And then corroborate, of course, means to confirm, and inscription means engraving. So here are your words for the day. This gap in Jerusalem's history nod at the younger Mazar. This lack of evidence encouraged the argument that in the time of David and Solomon, the city didn't exist as the Bible said. She explained. She and her grandfather collaborated in 1986 on a small dig just to the north near the southern wall of the Temple Mount, but failed to find material that could be attributed to David or Solomon's reign. Then came word in 1993 that excavators in northern Israel had found an inscription mentioning the house of David. So Mazar finds there is a gap in history, and she is very worried because she feels that that argument proves that the city of Jerusalem didn't exist then as per the Bible. So she and her grandfather, both of them collaborated on a dig, but they did not find any material. So then later they found another set of excavators had found an inscription which mentioned the house of David. So it was the first non-biblical reference to the king David from ancient times. Soon after, researchers at the Louvre is the French museum where Mona Lisa is housed, announced that a carved stone on display there contained a similar reference. So that means there are now 2 references which mention the house of David. These finds seem to corroborate David's existence. So they kind of confirm that David did exist, which some scholars had doubted. So big question, was really David existing? I rely on fact, Mazar once said. So she says that she depends on fact. What people believe is a different story. I want to stay focused on the science. Such a view is common among the many archaeologists who believe that they can fully separate themselves from political reality. So there are many archaeologists who believe that they depend on only on fact and they want to stay focused on the science. The belief of people is something that they stay away from. This is at best a deeply naive position, given that political and religious agendas continue to drive archaeology in many parts of the world, not just in Jerusalem. So now this is a very innocent, very naive position, because political agenda and religious agenda is something that pushes archaeology, that makes people want to, prove something or disprove something depending on their choices. At a museum in nearby Jericho, for example, visitors receive an unabashedly pro-Arab version of events in this ancient city, now under the control of Palestinian Authority. So because Jericho is under Palestine, they're giving an Arab version. Further afield, nationalists in the Bharatiya Janata Party, led by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, increasingly draw on archaeology to strengthen their claim that India belongs to Hindus rather than Muslims. Now, so here we are, Mr. Modi and his team trying to prove that India is belonging to Hindu and not to Muslims. Excavators frequently use ancient texts such as the Vedas, Mahabharatas and the Ramayanas by attempting to match locations in these stories with physical places. So they are trying to match the story with the place, which is exactly what Mazar was doing. Guys, do read this article. It's a very lovely article. I think it's called House of David or something like that on AEON Essays. It's very interesting. The Saraswati River mentioned in the Rig Veda, for example, has long been considered by scholars to be a mythical stream. So they think it's a myth. But in the past decade, researchers have been earnestly poring over satellite maps of ancient dry river beds to pinpoint its actual course. So they're trying to find the course. Many argue it flowed through the Indus River civilization, a society that flourished in what is mostly Pakistan before collapsing before 1800 BCE, long before the rise of the cities along the distant Ganges River that gave birth to Hindu traditions. Yet, Indian nationalists are eager to claim the civilization as the origin of their own to further the politics of the present. So, we're trying to prove that, hey, XYZ cities did exist, the ones that I mentioned there. Closer to home, European archaeology grew out of a desire to create a convincing story of a national past. While archaeologists in the United States long ignored the Native American past in favor of excavating early colonial sites that bolstered a sense of patriotism. So see now, so in Europe, they're trying to create a convincing story of the past. In the United States, they ignored the Native American history and they wanted to just prove the colonial history. So the white Americans story, right? Just to bolster a sense of patriotism. Politics is just a crucial part of archaeology, says the US excavator Sarah Parsak. As so long as archaeologists dig, what they find and how it is interpreted will be fuel for those eager to control the present. So whatever an archaeologist is digging and what he's finding is something that others will use to control the present or to say what is happening. Okay. Alright, what is the purpose of the passage? Good morning everyone. Hey Dishani, hey Tushar, hey Chinmay, hey Yash, hey AJ, hey Alok. बेटा ये तो हाँ ट्रू यू आर राइट इतना लंबा पैसेज समझ में नहीं आता बट समझना तो पड़ेगा ना मेरे बच्चे कैसे काम चलेगा और मैं तो बहुत कम कराती हूँ हार्डली 4 पैराग्राफ कराती हूँ we are trying to do one full Hindu editorial which is 2 paragraphs so I split it into 4 parts. Here is an AEON essay जिसमें से मैं बहुत छोटा सा पोर्शन निकालती हूँ एंड अगर आप कैट की तैयारी कर रहे हो तो द आइडिया इज दैट हिमालय पे चढ़ने की तैयारी हजरतगंज में वॉक करके तो नहीं होगी Alright, which of the following is the purpose of the passage? To criticize Mazar's vision of finding the Palace of David, to discuss the reason of success of Mazar's success in archaeology, to reveal why most archaeology is considered a pipe dream, or to praise the vision of politicians who believe in archaeology. कोई बात नहीं आलोक शुरू में लगेगा बेटा फिर बाद में टाइम फास्ट हो जाएगा ठीक है अल्टीमेटली रीडिंग तो बच्चे करनी ही करनी है Alright, to criticize Mazar's vision of finding the palace. No, we were not criticizing any vision, so that cannot be the purpose of the passage. To discuss the reason of Mazar's success, but we haven't said that Mazar was successful in archaeology. To reveal why most archaeology is considered a pipe dream. Yes, absolutely. To praise the vision of, this was not about politicians, so let's eliminate that. So correct answer C. I can see a lot of C's there. Shubh, Chinmay, AJ, Yash, Devil, Aman, Dishani, very good. All right, let's look at the next one. Each of the following is an example of a pipe dream except. So they have given you some examples of pipe dreams. What is a pipe dream? Just imaginary things. कि हम ये खोज लेंगे, हम वो खोज लेंगे. तो वही वो कह रहा है ना कि बहुत सारे आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट ने जो है लोगों को ऐसे ऐसे सपने दिखा दिए, हम ऐसा खोज रहे हैं, वैसा खोज रहे हैं. So what each of these is a pipe dream, which is not a pipe dream. River Saraswati, Jericho being part of Arab history, India belonging to Hindus, Native American history. Very quickly. मत जाओ 2 मिनट, रुक जाओ, अभी दरवाजा भड़बड़ होगा, या तो उधर से जाओ. Each of the following is an example of a pipe dream, which is not an example of a pipe dream. Is it River Saraswati? Is it Jericho being a part of Arab history? Is it that India's belong to Hindus? Or is it Native American history? So River Saraswati being a pipe dream is mentioned in the passage. They say that we are trying to find the path of River Saraswati. So this is definitely a pipe dream, so cannot be an answer. Jericho being a part of the Arab history is also told by the author as being a pipe dream only. Like people are telling that this is a part of Arab history. But again, that is a pipe dream, so cannot be the correct answer. India belonging to Hindus. Again, that is the author mentions that this is a pipe dream. Hey guys, it's not attributed to me. So D is going to be the correct answer. Native American history is not a pipe dream. Just proving that there were only colonial history in the United States of America, that is a pipe dream. So Native American history, yes, D is the correct answer. All right, let's look at the next one. What does Mazar do? She writes research papers, she digs into things and finishes them. She excavates earth and finds old artifacts, and she judges the quality of artifacts. What do you think does a Mazar do? From the passage, we've understood something about her. So what is it that we've understood? Does she judge the quality of artifacts? Not really. Does she dig into things and finish them? Digging into things means eating something with relish. So clearly that's not correct. She writes research papers. Hey, but is that her main job? No, she's an archaeologist. So she is excavating earth and finding old artifacts. Of course, she's trying to prove that David does exist. Yes, C is the correct answer. Which of the following can be the tone of the author? Is he being opinionated? Is he being caustic? Is he being sarcastic? Is he being laudatory? The Saraswati river mentioned in the Rig Veda, for example, has long been considered by scholars to be a mythical stream. Chalo, batao. Which of the following is the tone of the author? Is he being opinionated, caustic, sarcastic, or laudatory? Laudatory is praise. Sarcastic is being very humorously bitter. So there is an element of humor, but it is bitter. Okay. So there is an element of scorn in it. It's caustic. That means it is extremely bitter. Or is it opinionated? Clearly it is opinionated. Has long been considered by scholars to be a mythical stream. So yes. Correct. Alright, what is the meaning of bolstered, guys? Is it hacked? Is it to awaken? Is it the bourgeois? Or is it to strengthen? Our ideas have been bolstered by your support. So what do I mean by that? Hacked, to cut into pieces. Awaken, to wake up, to become aware of something. The bourgeois is the middle class, the materialistic middle class. And strengthened, of course, means to improve. So the correct answer here will be strengthened. Yes, absolutely. D, strengthened, improved, supported. Correct answer. Very good. All right, guys. That brings us to the end of today's session. Quickly tell me your scores. Plan for today. We've got a snap ZAT class at 11 a.m. Right? We are going to be covering active passive speech. Snap test is not happening today. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow we will have the snap test. CAT today there is a ZAT analysis at 4 p.m. So do make sure that you write the ZAT test and then you come for the analysis at 4. So that's happening at 4 p.m. And we've got CAT-22 reasoning. We are doing statement conclusion, but this is at 5:15 today, guys. So do join in. Alright guys, CAT RC starting, intermediate RC starts next weekend, Saturday 18th of December. Do make sure you have enrolled for that and also make sure you've completed the CAT RC basics course. Thank you everybody, very good. I can see Shubh 5, AJ 5, Chinmay 5, Yash 3, Devil 4. Very good you guys. I will see you at 11 a.m. Thank you everybody.